Days after Raila Amolo Odinga's passed on, Gladys Wanga had the energy to go and warn Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, who has been the running mate for Baba in 2013, running mate for Baba in 2017, and most importantly, supported Baba back in 2022. If you missed the beat of his warning, here is the video. Just listen to it.
Who associates with Gachagua, Kahiga, they cannot be our friends. Yes. Whether they are in our party or outside our party. Yes. Kahiga has drawn the line. Yes. To mock, he has crossed the Rubicon. We have crossed that line now. To mock Raila Odinga in his death, to mock him in his life, we could respond. But to mock him in his death, any person who associates with Gachagua, with Kahiga, with that lot, can never, ever be our friend. Because
some of you could be asking, how did I know that he's threatening Kalonzo Musyoka? Ladies and gentlemen, it's very clear from that video that Gladys Wanga is directing his sentiments to Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Why am I saying so? From the video, she has stated clearly that whoever who associated him or herself to Rigathi Gachagua, then that is not their friend. There, I mean the local community now, probably. That's what he was referring to. And from that video, ladies and gentlemen, I was able to note a number of things that led to Gladys Wanga to make such kind of sentiments at this point of time. That's what I want to take you through here. But before I do so, if this is the first time you're watching my videos at Mukwa Times, please take a second or two, subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. After the exit of Baba, definitely we all know that now there's scramble for the low Nyanza votes. And William Ruto is leading the race. Of course, we have Dr. Stephen Kalonzo and many other presidential candidates now gearing towards 2027. But we have to all tell that it is true, if there's somebody who deserves the low Nyanza votes, it is Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. I want to give you some simple reasons as to why. One, in 2013, he supported Raila Amolo Odinga by being his running mate. They were beaten by William Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta. In 2017, they repeated the same thing. They still were beaten. Ladies and gentlemen, now in 2022, it was actually even much worse, because Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka did not become the running mate of Raila Amolo Odinga, but dropped below further to become just a chief cabinet secretary and to give Mother Karua to become the running mate for Raila Amolo Odinga. Ladies and gentlemen, such kind of support that Kalonzo Musyoka has been giving Raila Amolo Odinga should make him actually go to Luo Nyanza and demand for votes from there. Why? They have received almost 2 million votes every election in this country since 2013 because of Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. That is huge, and really he deserves the support. Apart from that, Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka has always been respecting Baba. They have always been very close. There's some point he said that if I support Raila Amolo Odinga again, I'll be the most stupid person on earth. Ladies and gentlemen, surprisingly, in 2022, they were with Raila Amolo Odinga in the same team and actually dropped further, as I said, to a chief cabinet secretary, not even the running mate. Even when Raila Amolo Odinga joined Uhuru Kenyatta, Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka still stayed loyal to Raila Amolo Odinga. He did not attack him, did not abuse him, and kept the respect. That was very clear. Even after, again, Raila Amolo Odinga joining William Ruto, still Kalonzo Musyoka aliachwa kwa mataa, but bado akanyamaza na kamheshimu Raila Amolo Odinga. If you look at that history, if you go to Luo Nyanza, then Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka has high chances of getting votes from there. So, why did Gladys Wanga have to warn him? Gladys Wanga is literally supporting the broad-based government. And according to her, she has already fixed her mind that in 2027, it is William Ruto. Whether people like it or not, they are going to support William Ruto. That might not be the language of the people, but already the leadership of the ODM party and of course some leaders from the ODM have already made that decision. If Kalonzo Musyoka goes to Luo Nyanza and he gets votes from there, then the entire ODM people are threatened. In that, they'll be very relevant in William Ruto's government. Actually, after 2027, they might all be dumped and probably be kicked out of William Ruto's government because they will not have delivered. So the fact remains right now, they need to protect their territory by ensuring that when Kalonzo makes a move, they attack. When Matiang'i makes a move, they attack. When Gachagua makes a move, they attack. Because that is the only way they can be able to look relevant in front of President William Samoei Arap Ruto. Ladies and gentlemen, apart from that, you all know that there are some leaders already who are having jobs with William Ruto. That is Mbadi, Opiyo Wandayi, Wycliffe Ambeso Paranya, and Alias Anjoho. But importantly, Opiyo Wandayi and Mbadi. If they are allowing Kalonzo Musyoka to intrude, or they are allowing the environment for Kalonzo Musyoka to just come and campaign and get votes, then William Ruto is likely to sack them from his cabinet. So that means very well for them to protect their jobs, they need to ensure that security has been put around the Nyanza region. Another thing, ladies and gentlemen, they all know that Kalonzo Musyoka is likely to elevate Babu Owino. Whether we like it or not, the youth from Luo Nyanza, most of them, especially those actually who live outside Luo Nyanza, they are supporting Babu Owino. And the fact remains that if they continue supporting Babu Owino, and then the ODM fraternity decided that now we are not going to campaign here, let's relax and just work, Kalonzo Musyoka will go there with Babu Owino, and there will be a landslide. There will be people who will switch their minds to Kalonzo Musyoka. There are people who literally decide and say it is Babu Owino now going to be the kingpin. So for them to prevent Babu Owino from ascending to power, they have to ensure that at least they tame whoever who might support Babu Owino at that point. And Kalonzo has indicated that very clearly, that if ODM does not want Babu Owino, let them leave him to come to Nairobi, and then he will support him with Wiper Party. As simple as that. So in a nutshell, they are now working very hard to ensure that they protect their territory. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, that's the behavior of Gladys Wanga. For those who know her very well, there are allegations that she's very ruthless. When it comes to things that are happening in Kasipul, whether people like it or not, they chose the son of Ongondo Were. Honestly speaking, that guy does not even know places in that region. But whether they like it or not, they wanted this guy to become the member of parliament of that region, so that at least he can be able to continue the legacy of his father. You cannot see Ongondo Were when track record is being mentioned. When the best performing members of parliament are being mentioned, Ongondo Were is nowhere to be seen. When the most humble leaders are being mentioned, Ongondo Were was nowhere to be seen. When the most loyal leaders were being mentioned, you could not hear Ongondo Were. But Gladys Wanga, suddenly, she is now deciding to support Ongondo Were's son, in that he could continue the father's legacy. We have so many people have complained from that region saying that Ongondo Were was not a good guy, in the sense that allegedly he used to beat people through his men. People were being beaten, others were being maimed, others as we speak today they are dead simply because of Ongondo Were allegedly. Gladys Wanga has decided that it is the Ongondo Were son who will be able to get into power. Now people are saying even during the nominations it was not easy. Goons came from nowhere allegedly and actually got into the polling stations, probably that were there for the nominations. Some of them voted. People were beaten at some point, and it was not easy. That's why we're even saying Aroko must be a very strong guy, because he has managed to sustain the storm in that region. However, we don't know. It is all entirely lying on the hands of the people of Kasipul to decide who can become their leader after Raila Amolo Odinga has gone, after Ongondo Were has gone, ladies and gentlemen. We hope everything goes well and that the people of Kasipul will be very safe. I don't know what's your take on the comment section, but I feel Gladys Wanga is up to ensure that, whether we like it or not, Luo Nyanza will go to William Ruto's side. So they have to protect their territory. I don't know what's your take on the comment section. Feel free to share with me. My name is Abel Mukwa. I want to thank you for the support. I want to thank you for standing with me until now. I've reached 15,000 subscription mark. As we proceed, please make sure that you subscribe. Thank you so much. See you next time.